Oh man, after doing that fucking sewer tank again, I had to come down here and take a look at my Monte Carlo build and get me some perkies. I had to get me a few perkies. My back's hurting like a motherfucker right now, boy. I'm squatting down out there. Got a couple of them perks. My legal medication from my doctor's prescription. And check this out. My little timepiece of me. Gotta get me some gloves, but yeah, there's the short block. My doors, my SS seats, everything from a Monte Carlo build. I just ran out of funding and I got to get some more primer. I gotta finish these up here. A couple of little fixer-uppers on the top. Finished doing these inside rails and get these self-etched and primered like this with Rust-Oleum self-etched and primer. Talking to the guy right now that's going to build my custom floor pan. I'm doing a back seat delete, putting some stock rail, putting my seats in. I got to go to pull parts, get some Chevy Trailblazer SS seat rails to mount my Chevy Trailblazer SS seats. And I got to button this on and bolt the dash down, and it'll be ready to roll out. Put the doors back on here so you can do the custom build. It's nothing. It'll be done here in the next 6 months. But I had to come down here and get me a couple lower tabs. And I think this back tire here is the one that's blown out. Right here, starting to separate on this back tire right here. The metal's starting to show on that. So like I said, I'm doing this build all by myself, just me, and the time I'm putting into it. And I've came this far. I paid $995 for this Monte Carlo with no hood, no motor, no trans, and done all the work to it that I've done to it, which is prepping it and getting it ready to roll out, and which I'm gonna have to put a new tire on the back. But this is the Chucky. I'm putting Chucky on the car. Monte Carlo SS Chucky. I'm putting pentagrams on it. I'm shaving all the door handles, doors. Here's the new hood, which I'm going to use that Dodge Challenger hood scoop for the front hood scoops. And it's going to be hood locked. I won't even use a pop latch with a hood. It'll be locked with a key. I'm about to get all this sandblasted along with my doors that have got shaved door handles already. They're shaved and welded, and might do some different style of mirrors, but about to start getting this engine put together and built. I'm gonna try to find somewhere else to store it at though, and like I said, I got all my underglow, subwoofers, everything. About to start working on my custom built wiring harness right after I finish this tail light and finish this self-etched and primer, and take it to get the floor pans and the trunk delete in here, and finish these tail lights up and the fiberglass over there. Then I will begin building my wiring harness for the steering wheel, headlights, tail lights, hazard lights, brake lights, headlights, interior lights, underglow, amps, all my wiring harnesses to tie into the Holley 12.3-inch screen for the 5.3 short block LS. Here's my 4L80 cross member. Like I said, we're doing all this gloss white down to the frame. Plan on lifting it and putting some 26s on it. Might just stick with the lifting it about 4 or 5 inches. And most of it's gonna be powder coated. But like I said, this is an 8-year build, but I'm gonna be trying to get it running and driving by myself here real quickly, and finishing up this body work and the self-etched and primer here shortly. Like I said, my elbow injury has caused me a problem. I think I'm close enough to being able to come down here and finish the rest of this and knock these holes out. But I got the front timing cover, back main cover, powder coated, but I got to get a new front timing cover because the guy that did the powder coated cracked my timing cover, so I have to get a new one, repowder coated. I got the original valve covers, powder coated, all gloss white. I got the valley cover, ICT billet, alternator brackets, everything powder coated white. Next thing will be the oil pan getting powder coated. We'll be going with the stage 2 cam. I'm gonna figure out which cam I'm going with. Getting that board over to the next size. That came out of a Yukon XL 2003. It is in a perfect good shape. Be using the original crank and upgrading the pistons, going with the upgraded cam, and going with a probably like 660 lift, original heads on it, and from there all the way down to the intakes will be upgraded, and the headers will be all upgraded. And that'll all be getting plugged in with a 4L80E to a Holley 12.3-inch screen, ran to my own built wiring, along with the underglow and all that tied into it with the popper doors and popper trunk, everything like that. And like I said, I'm gonna do all this by myself. And at the end of the day, I plan on putting Lamborghini doors on it with the Lamborghini doors, but we'll save that till the end because we can just pop the door hinges off and pop them right back on. But right now, I talked to the guy last out here in Tulsa, Oklahoma at Rattlesnake Customs. $95 an hour to build my floor pans. Of course, if I lift the car, we're going to have to get an extended drive shaft. It's going to be posi tracked, short block, 5.3 LS, souped up, you know, enough to probably get 550 horsepower, 450 horsepower, with a 4L80 transmission, and it'll be running and driving. It'll be double fan, air cooled, probably with an intercooler also to keep it really cool. And I'm gonna try to get some see-through hoses, throw that on. Right now I'm finishing up the dash for the original air conditioner unit, but I cracked my dash, so it's got a little warp. So it's taking me a little bit longer to get that dash situated to connect with the AC housing. And all that's coming up. But the next thing I need to get is the Corvette calipers, the 3-piston calipers, and the mounts to go for the front and rear off of Chevy Trailblazer SS, and see about getting those modified for the 10-inch lift from Universal Car Lift. And like I said, the engine, everything down to the oil cap is all going to be gloss white. I wish I could do these gloss white, but I won't be able to. But I will be getting these refinished, sandblasted, and then probably powder coated and refinished, depending on if I can do something about this plastic gasket. These are the door hinges here. But other than that, that's a quick rundown. All LED backlights, LED underglow, LED trunk lights, LED dash lights out of an Audi B7, and so on and so forth. You know, we'll be upgrading the steering wheel, doing a inch lift on the steering wheel, trying to tie into all this. Got somebody that's going to build the steering wheel, is going to send it back to me primer gray. It's going to tie in real nice to the rest of the car. So my original price to build this car for myself was $35,000. It'd be sitting here on some nice rims, lifted. It'd be running and driving, and the car would be completely primered and lit up. But that's okay. It's going to be a little bit easier to do now that I kind of got a direction. So the next step from here is getting these custom floor pans with the back seat delete, because I'm throwing a bunch of banging subwoofers back there. And then I thought about deleting these quarter panel windows. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, if I should delete these quarter panel windows on both sides. I'll do a quick walk around on the other side. As you can see here, looks nice. We'll do a quick walk around over there. And I'm finishing up this Bondo work on this back side here. As you can see, I got a little bit of tying in to do on this light. A little gap here, I went and sanded over a little bit. I've had to, you know, build these lights back from crap. I put a lot of work in on the small stuff, detail. So just a little bit of fiberglass work down around here, and I can get all this self-etched and primered. Everything else is already self-etched and primered. I got to finish the inside of the doors on both sides. But hopefully we can get it done. If not, I'm going to turn it into a Malibu, 1979 Malibu with a short block LS. So we'll see what happens. But this is the Chucky. Right here where I got Chucky's face. You'll see if it works out. This will have Dodge Challenger scoops on it.